Hi, it's me, Susan Sanford with Willridge Bridal, with some more tips about how to plan your wedding. Today I got called by a magazine to be interviewed on how to avoid wedding disasters. Pretty cool, huh? Anyway, I thought, what a great topic, and that I should maybe talk a little bit about this in a little more in depth. If we're going to talk about avoiding wedding disasters, of course, the first thing I'm going to tell anybody is hire a wedding planner. I mean, it makes sense. I'm a planner, right? But a planner does so much to avoid these disasters. They do timelines. They're planning everything in advance. Everything is planned out down to the minute. So there's much less chance for error. But I realize that not everyone can afford a wedding planner. So be sure that you at least hire reputable, experienced vendors. This is not the time that you want to go on Craigslist to save a little money and hire a vendor. You want someone that's experienced at doing weddings. This is a once-in-a-lifetime experience, or at least we hope it is, and you want it to turn out great. So do your homework. Find good, reputable vendors. The next thing you want to do is to have a budget, okay? From the very beginning, before you spend the first dime, you have a budget in place. Know how much things are going to cost and what you need to spend your money on. So many girls go out and buy a dress first thing, get the ring on their finger, and head to the dress store. Such a mistake, okay? You don't know how much money you actually have to be able to spend on that dress. You don't know where your venue is, what your venue is going to be like. You may buy a ball gown and end up having your wedding in a park. It's not going to work. Or you may buy something suitable for a ballroom and then end up having it at the beach or the other way around. So make sure that you have your plans in place before you spend the first dime. Talk to parents. Talk to your fiance. Know what the budget is going to consist of. Then know how many people you are going to invite to this wedding. Your number of guests sets the whole budget. Okay? The more guests you have, the more money you're going to spend. So have a head count and a budget in place before you spend the first dime to avoid disasters at the end. Another good tip is to list things with your fiance in the order of importance. Okay? It may be that food is more important to you than flowers. Or it may be that an expensive dress is more important to you than alcohol at your wedding. But go through with your fiance, list everything that you'll have at the wedding or reception, and then give them a number of importance. Okay? And that's how you want to budget them out. You're going to spend the most money on the things that are the most important to you. The things that are the least important at the bottom of your list are what you'll spend the least money on. And once you've made this decision, stick to it. And that's hard to do when people are coming around and trying to influence you on what they think are important or what the magazines say are important. But make your list and stick to it and know what you want to spend your money on. Then, once you have a budget in place, go visit venues. Know what's included with the venue. Okay, you may think, oh, I found this great venue. It's a big open room. I can do anything I want to with it, and it's cheap. But is it really going to be cheap? Once you have to order chairs, order linens, order centerpieces, order draping, order lighting to make that room look like something. So compare apples to apples. When you find your venue, find out what is included. Find out everything that comes with that venue that you will not have to spend money on. It may turn out that a more expensive venue is actually better for you in the long run. It will actually cost you less money than bringing in outside items. So that's always important to know up front. Another thing to avoid disasters, always have a plan B. Okay? Not just for rain, but even for heat or cold. If you're having an outside event, you have to have a plan B. There can be rain, there can be wind, there can be extreme heat or extreme cold. And these things have to be taken into account. No guest is going to enjoy your wedding or have good things to say about your wedding if they are uncomfortable. So, I think that's enough for today, but we'll talk more about this topic later this week. Thanks. Bye-bye.